Hey everybody, my name is Natalie Duncan-Emmons. I wanted to thank you for listening to this episode of The Morning Show. I'm the creator, the producer, and the host of the show. We want you to check out our website. It's themorningshowwithnatalie.com. You can go to that website. You can see all about our sponsors, all about the show. You can even listen to live episodes while they're going on right there from the website. Another way to listen to the show live is go to Live 365. You can download that app and just search for The Morning Show. It's right there. Super easy. We want you to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel if you will. That way you can keep up with what's going on The Morning Show. Thank you. I hope you enjoy it.
Hey friend, it's great to have you tuned into The Morning Show today. Here on The Morning Show, you'll hear your favorite Southern gospel music and some of the classics you'll never forget. And now, the hostess of The Morning Show, Natalie Duncan-Emmons.
When you wake up to the storm and all you feel are the waves crashing against your boat, you wonder if anybody remembers you or the journey that you're on. When you feel discouraged from what you see on the news or the events going on around you, well, friend, cut it off. Don't look to the left or to the right, look up. And when everything inside of you is screaming to be afraid, to accept defeat, or to hand our enemy a victory, well, you need to sing. And then keep singing. Sing it some more. For we are God's people. And that's just what God's people do. Well, we sing.
He said sing, from a laughing heart to sing. When the night is darkest, sing. Let your joy explode and let music fill the air. You can sing when there's nothing else to do. Sing when something deep inside of you tells you that life is still a wonder. Just throw back your head and sing. He said sing, from a laughing heart to sing. When the night is darkest, sing. Let your joy explode and let music fill the air. There's nothing else to do, sing. When something deep inside of you tells you that life is still a wonder, just throw back your head and sing. When God created living things, He knew we'd need a way to share our fears, our questions, and our dreams. Oh, there were words, but words won't do when joy swells up inside. There simply had to be a better from a laughing heart to sing. When the night is darkest, sing. Let your joy explode and let music fill the air. You can sing when there's nothing else to do. Sing when something deep inside of you tells you that life is still a wonder. Just throw back your head and sing. The birds God sent on flashing wings to fill the sky with song. Put music in the brook and crashing sea.
The wind blew through the threads of grass like fingers through the strings of golden harps and made the meadow sing.
Then he said sing, from a laughing heart to sing. When the night is darkest, sing. Let your joy explode and let music fill the air. You can sing when there's nothing else to do, sing. When something deep inside of you tells you that life is still a wonder, just throw back your head and sing.
The psalmist said, "Make a joyful noise unto the Lord, all ye lands. Serve the Lord with gladness. Come before his presence with singing. Know ye that the Lord, he is God. It is he that hath made us, and not we ourselves. We are his people and the sheep of his pasture. Enter into his gates with thanksgiving, and into his courts with praise. Be thankful unto him, and bless his name. For the Lord is good, his mercy is everlasting, and his truth endureth to all generations."
Then he said sing, from a laughing heart to sing. When the night is darkest, sing. Let your joy explode and let music fill the air.
You can sing
when there's nothing else to do, sing. When something deep
clouds rolling. I can feel the winds, they try to shake me. I will not be moved. My feet are on the rock. I can feel the waters rise. I can hear the howling lies that haunt me. Fear won't hold me now. My feet are on the rock. When I feel my hope about to break, I will cling to your unchanging grace. Let the waters come and the earth give way. I'll be dancing in the rain. My feet are on the rock. I can see the morning light. I can feel the joy on the horizon. Here my faith is found. I stand on solid ground. When I feel my hope about to break, I will cling to your unchanging grace. Let the waters come and the earth give way. I'll be dancing in the rain. My feet are on the rock. My feet are on the rock. On Christ the solid rock I stand. All of the ground is sinking sand. So stomp your feet and clap your hands. My feet are on the rock. On Christ the solid rock I stand. All of the ground is sinking sand. So stomp your feet and clap your hands. My feet are on the rock. On Christ the solid rock I stand. All of the ground is sinking sand. So stomp your feet and clap your hands. My feet are on the rock. When I feel my hope about to break, I will cling to your unchanging grace. Let the waters come and the earth give way. I'll be dancing in the rain. When I feel my hope about to break, I will cling to your unchanging grace. Let the waters come and the earth give way. I'll be dancing in the rain. My feet are on the rock. My feet are on the rock. My feet are on the rock.
My name is Natalie Duncan-Emmons. You are listening to The Morning Show. Today, tomorrow, Friday, the rest of the week is going to be super busy here on the show. Today is our co-hosting with kids segment, and we are delighted to have 7-year-old Gabe Weatherford coming on the show today. He'll be here about 6:40 this morning, so that's not very far away. So Gabe Weatherford will be here real soon. Don't miss Gabe. And then tomorrow is Throwback Thursday. My sister Nicole Smith, you know Nicole, she's been on the show before. She's been out a little bit this summer, a little under the weather, but she is back this week, and she'll be here tomorrow, Lord willing. We're going to be throwing it back to the Duncan sisters because, well, that's us. That's us. And we're just going to throw it back to the days when we were on the road and we were singing full time. And it's just a precious time for us. And we're just going to go back and talk about some of those days. And I have people tell me and ask me all the time what to play the Duncan sisters music. And I don't ever do that. But we're going to do that on Thursday. Second hour, Nicole will be here. And we're going to play some of those, at least 2 or 3 of the old Duncan sisters songs. So if you want to hear that and you're interested at all in what Nicole and I have to say, well, don't miss tomorrow for Throwback Thursday. Our featured artist of the week, they are from Bryson City, North Carolina. They've been singing a mighty long time, but these guys right here have not been singing all that long. The new inspirations are a group of 4 guys: Luke Vaught, Roland Keterson, Isaac Moore, and Wyatt Austin. They are the inspirations of these days, and they are our featured artist of the week, and we are ecstatic about it. Here they are, featured artist of the week, the Inspirations.
From the dawning of creation, all the saints of every nation who have lived on this earth and are gone shall awaken from their slumber, rise to join that countless number on that great resurrection morn.
We shall rise.
We shall rise. We shall rise glory light will our brows adore.
We shall rise, we shall rise,
we shall rise on that great resurrection morn. Those who've left us vacant places will be there with smiling faces, and our hearts there again will be torn. That will be a happy meeting, all our loved ones will be greeting on that great resurrection morn.
we shall rise, we shall rise, we shall rise,
we shall rise, glory light will our brows adore.
we shall rise, we shall rise,
We shall rise on that great resurrection morn.
we shall rise, we shall rise, we shall rise,
We shall rise, glory light will our brows adore.
we shall rise, we shall rise, we shall rise on that great resurrection,
Great resurrection,
resurrection morn.
resurrection morn.
Live Saturday, November 5th, 6 p.m. at Salem Baptist Church in Lake, Mississippi.
I know that God is real and his
Their distinct country pop style captures the attention and affection of fans around the world with music that is creative, relevant, and impactful.
so I'm gonna make it count.
Don't miss the sound. Live Saturday, November 5th at Salem Baptist Church in Lake, Mississippi.
Speaking of the sound, we have big news this morning. Big news. The sound will be right here on the morning show today, this morning, second hour. How about that? They're going to be talking about that Dove Award they took home last week, and they're going to be talking about coming to Lake, Mississippi. So stay tuned. Sound will be here second hour.
The story of Jesus is precious to me. I cherish each word, every line. From Bethlehem's manger to Calvary's cross, it blesses my heart every time. But sometimes my human mind seems to forget the power contained on each page. But the same God who did all those miracles then is answering prayers here today. He heals, he delivers, he still saves all sinners. He's the same God that he was back then. This message is binding, so when I need reminding, I just go read it again. Day after day I have studied his word, yet somehow it never grows old. This message unchanging made changes in me. It rescued my heart and my very soul. He heals, he delivers, he still saves all sinners. He's the same God that he was back then. This message is binding, so when I need reminding, I just go read it again. There's Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Oh, but that's not the ending. His story lives on. His story lives on. Oh, he heals, he delivers, he still saves all sinners. He's the same God that he was back then. This message is binding, so when I need reminding, I just go read it again. This message is binding, so when I need reminding, I just go read it again. Oh, he heals, he delivers, he still saves all sinners. He's the same God that he was back then. This message is binding, so when I need reminding,
checking in with our buddy Shane Roark on the Facebook, Roark. Shane Roark, we encourage you to go out and like and follow Shane on the Facebook. We'll all just be better off for it because he says some pretty amazing things. Here's what he said yesterday. Want to be a rebel? Want to be out of the box? Want to be unique? Want to be different? Want to be set apart? Want to get attention really fast? Well, be honest. Be transparent, logical, and stand on truth. That'll do it. Yeah, that'll just about do it. Just say what you think, be who you are. Just show your cards. You'll stand out every time, my friend. But you'll be real. You will be real.
While I was sleeping, Lord, you were working on the mess I made like only I can do. When I start thinking I'm so far from you, I wake up to hear you whisper that's not true. Well, good morning, mercy. You call me worthy. Feels like the sun shining on my face. Living's good this side of grace. I feel it working. Goodbye to the hurting. You woke me up, put me on my way. Hallelujah, it's a brand new day. Good morning, mercy. Yeah, I'm still learning to trust and follow. I won't worry what tomorrow's gonna bring, 'cause you hold it all there in your hands. I'm lifting mine up now, 'cause it makes me sing. Good morning, mercy. You call me worthy. It feels like the sun shining on my face. Living's good this side of grace. I feel it working. Goodbye to the hurting. You woke me up, put me on my way. Hallelujah, it's a brand new day. Good morning, mercy. Yeah, hallelujah, it's a brand new day. Starts all over when daylight breaks. You're giving me joy, it makes me sing. Good morning, good morning. Oh, hallelujah, it's a brand new day. Starts all over when daylight breaks. You're giving me a song that makes me sing. Good morning, good morning, mercy. You call me worthy. It feels like the sun shining on my face. Living's good, the side of grace. I feel it working. Goodbye to the hurting. You woke me up, put me on my way. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Good morning, mercy. Good morning, mercy. Good morning, mercy.
Well, I want to talk to you about the good folks over at Hometown Roots in Sebastopol, Mississippi. I made a trip to Hometown Roots in the last few days, and boy, do they ever have a lot of new stuff at Hometown Roots. Tumblers. I know a lot of people use tumblers. Lots of designs, colors, and sizes. They have the adult sizes and kid sizes in tumblers. And if you like tumblers, well, you'll never find any cuter than what you'll see at Hometown Roots. Kids jewelry. They now have necklaces and bracelets for kids available. I got my granddaughter Everly and my great niece Carrie Ruth, well, we call her Sissy here on the show. But I got Everly and Sissy little bracelets just a couple of days ago, and they loved them. And candles. Well, I got me 2 of those new Tyler candle companies, and I'm just blown away. I've always used Bath and Body candles. They were my favorites until I experienced the Tyler candle companies. And now I get what the big deal is about these candles. They are fantastic. And just for a little extra information, the Glam Fam is my current favorite. So if you go into Hometown Roots, tell Kitty you want to smell that Glam Fam candle that we talked about here on the morning show. Hometown Roots right on 21th right there in Sebastopol, Mississippi. Downtown, it's hard to miss it. Hometown Roots is the place to be.
Just last week I went to prison to see some boys down on death row. Brought some guitars and my buddies to play some songs I thought they'd know. I could feel myself trembling when I shook one of their hands. I thought that he would be a monster. Turns out he's a whole lot like I am. Yeah, we talk hunting, we talk fishing like I do with boys back home. How Jesus is the ticket and narrow is the road. About how all we need is forgiveness before we see them streets of gold. Yeah, I learned a lot about living from them boys down on death row.
One of them's name's Johnny. Ain't touched the grass in 30 years. Maybe I ain't supposed to feel sorry, no. But it bow brought me to tears. And then it hit me, we're all human. Ain't always proud of what we've done. Everybody's days are numbered. Only difference is they all know which one. We talk hunting, we talk fishing like I do with boys back home. How Jesus is the ticket and narrow is the road. About how all we need is forgiveness before we see them streets of gold. Yeah, I learned a lot about living from them boys down on death row.
One of them sang Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound. With one hand raised and one foot chained to the ground. Yeah, he's singing like he knew he'd just been found. Yeah, that next week, they laid him 6 feet down.
I can't say that he's in heaven. Who am I to judge his soul? But Jesus don't play favorites. Ain't a name that he don't know.
Yeah, I learned that and then some from the boys down on death row. I learned all that and then some from the boys down on death row.
Music, ministry, and more. It's The Morning Show with Natalie Duncan-Emmons.
You're listening to The Morning Show. And now, with your patriotic point of view, here's Larry Gressett.
On this day in history, October 26, 1881, the Earp brothers face off against the Clanton-McClory gang in a legendary shootout at the OK Corral in Tombstone, Arizona. After silver was discovered nearby in 1877, Tombstone quickly grew into one of the richest mining towns in the Southwest. Wyatt Earp, a former Kansas police officer working as a bank security guard, and his brothers Morgan and Virgil, the town marshal, represented law and order in Tombstone, though they also had reputations as being power-hungry and ruthless. The Clantons and McClorys were cowboys who lived on a ranch outside of town and sidelined as cattle rustlers, thieves, and murderers. In October of 1881, the struggle between these two groups for control of Tombstone and Cochise County ended in a blaze of gunfire at the OK Corral. That afternoon at around 3 p.m., the Earps, and Doc Holliday spotted the 5 members of the Clanton-McClory gang in a vacant lot behind the OK Corral. The famous gunfight that ensued lasted all of 30 seconds, and around 30 shots were fired. Though it's still debated as to who fired the first shot, when the shootout was over, Billy Clanton and the McClory brothers were dead, and Virgil and Morgan Earp and Doc Holliday were wounded. Doc Holliday and the Earp brothers were charged with murder, but a month later a Tombstone judge found them not guilty, ruling that they were fully justified in committing these homicides. This famous shootout has been immortalized in many movies, including Frontier Marshal, Shootout at the OK Corral, Gunfight at the OK Corral, Tombstone, and Wyatt Earp. Nothing more American than a good Western movie. I'm Larry Gressick with your patriotic point of view.
The Patriotic Point of View was brought to you by Joe McGee Construction. Joe McGee Construction believes family is one of God's greatest gifts. Family owned and operated for the past 33 years, Joe McGee Construction is the proud employer of some of Mississippi's best tradesmen. Together, we are supporting our communities and working hard to ensure that every commute to work and every ride to school brings us safely home to our loved ones. Valuing faith, family, and the Magnolia State, Joe McGee Construction is building safer roads for a better Mississippi. Joe McGee is my friend, and I thank him for helping us bring you the best mix of Southern gospel music, along with your patriotic point of view here on The Morning Show.
Hi, this is Jamie Daly.
And I'm Darren Vincent.
And we are Daly and Vincent from the world-famous Grand Ole Opry. And you're listening to our friend Natalie Emmons on The Morning Show.
Woo.
When the Lord calls me home and time shall be no more, I will fly with his angels to that far and distant shore. There I'll stand before the gates, waiting for my dear Lord. Blessed be the Savior, I'm home forevermore.
And there'll be shouts
of gladness, brother, hallelujah, I am home. There with my dear Savior, never more to roam. And I'll sit with my father, mother, sister, and my brother. When I reach my home up there. There I'll walk the streets of gold, shake the hands with friends of old, while I sing along with angels' praises to my dear Lord. Let the bells of heaven ring, hallelujah, I am free. Thank you, oh Savior, I'll live eternally.
and there'll be shouts
Of gladness, brother, hallelujah, I am home. There with my dear Savior, never more to roam. And I'll sit with my father, mother, sister, and my brother. When I reach my home up there.
and there'll be shouts
Of gladness, brother, hallelujah, I am home. There with my dear Savior, never more to roam. And I'll sit with my father, mother, sister, and my brother. When I reach my home up there. When I reach my home up there. My home up there. My home up
Well, we are excited to announce another brand new sponsor here on The Morning Show, and I couldn't be any more delighted than to tell you about Roof Rehab. Our friends Cody Thrash right out from Sebastopol, Mississippi. Roof Rehab is a roof restoration and preservation company. They specialize in extending the life of shingles, low slope, and metal roofs up to 10 years with their clear acrylic or tinted silicone coatings. They can stop current leaks. They can prevent future leaks. And as much as fixing the leak itself, they can just help put your mind at ease that you've taken care of that issue, that it's resolved, and that's one less thing that you have to worry about. So if you've got any kind of issue going on with your roof, well, you need to call Cody Thrash and our friends over at Roof Rehab, and you need to let them come look at it. They'll give you a free estimate. They'll come look at whatever your issue is for free and let you know what they can do to fix it, and then you'll just have peace of mind. And Cody's just a fantastic guy. You're going to enjoy working with Cody Thrash over at Roof Rehab. The number 601-697-5326. 601-697-5326. Of course, you can look them up on the Facebook under Roof Rehab. We encourage you to do that. So welcome to the morning show, family. Roof Rehab. We are delighted you are here.
Mountains start moving and grace breaks my fall. I find strength in battle when the giants stand mighty tall. When I'm not enough, my cup runs over full of love, and I'm reminded what was done for me on Calvary, yeah. When I run to you, I run to you, Jesus. When I run to you, when I can't see through the night, gonna be alright. When I run to you. Cancer finds remission, addiction finds its fix. Families come back together and love once again. Red, yellow, black and white, they prefer their brother and drop the fight. Reach out and take a hand, leading each other to the promised land, to the great I am. When we run to you, Jesus. When we run to you, when we can't see through the night, gonna be alright. When we run to you. Oh God, I'm running. Oh God, I'm running. But fear is blocking my way to you. Oh God, I'm running. These chains are holding me back from you. Child, I'm running to you. There's no power in hell that can keep me from you. When you can't see through the night, you're gonna be alright. 'Cause I'm running, always running to you. When you can't see through the night, you're gonna be alright. 'Cause I'm running, always running to you. I'm always running to you.
Well, that's the Wise Carvers. Here's Joseph Haberdane. And next, we'll have Gabe Weatherford with our co-hosting with Kids segment. So don't miss 7-year-old Gabe Weatherford.
Locked up tight in a prison cell for preaching the gospel truth. Paul and Silas loved to tell about what their Lord could do.
was up to something when the ground began to shake. Sing, brother, sing. I can hear that rumbling sound, y'all. Pray, brother, pray, till the walls come tumbling down. Shackles are broken, doors swing wide open. Can't you feel the earthquake? Heaven's calling for a jailbreak. I know the joy of living free, but I've been held captive too. I refuse to be deceived, 'cause I've learned just what to do. I lift my voice and I raise my hands to praise him anyway. Those saints of old help pull me through, as Paul and Silas say. Sing, brother, sing. I can hear that rumbling sound, y'all. Pray, brother, pray, till the walls come tumbling down. Shackles are broken, doors swing wide open. Can't you feel the earthquake? Heaven's calling for a jailbreak. Ground shakes, earthquake, saints praise. Jailbreak, ground shakes, earthquake, saints praise. Oh, jailbreak, sing, brother, sing. I can hear that rumbling sound, y'all. Pray, brother, pray, till the walls come tumbling down, down, down. Shackles are broken, doors swing wide open. Can't you feel the earthquake? Heaven's calling for a jailbreak. Can't you feel the earthquake? Heaven's calling for a jailbreak. Jailbreak, shackles are broken, doors swing wide open. Can't you feel the earthquake? Heaven's calling for a jailbreak. Can't you feel the earthquake? Heaven's calling for a jailbreak. A jailbreak.
Well, it is time for our co-hosting with kids segment. We look forward to this every Wednesday, and today is no exception. We've got a good friend of ours with us today, and I've been excited about it. We've got Mr. Gabe Weatherford with us. Good morning, Gabe.
Good morning.
Good morning, Gabe. Now, you and I have been friends for a good while now, hadn't we?
We have.
We have. And I just want people this morning to get to know Gabe Weatherford a little bit, because you're just such a likable young man. So let's just spend a little time getting to know Gabe. Are you good with that?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, Gabe, tell everybody how old you are.
7.
All right, he's 7 years old. Gabe, where do you go to school?
Lake Elementary School.
Lake Elementary. Gabe, what grade are you in at the Lake Elementary School?
First.
Oh, he's in the first grade. Gabe, how do you feel about school?
I love to go to school.
He loves to go to school. Gabe, I don't know that I could ever say that, ever in my life. That's fantastic. Who are your teachers?
Miss Myers and Miss Culpepper.
Well, Miss Myers and Miss Culpepper must be outstanding teachers for you to love school like that. That's great, Gabe. So you don't ever have any trouble over there at the Lake Elementary?
We get along pretty good.
All right, he says they get along pretty good. I don't think he wants me to mess that up for him, so we're just going to leave that alone for Gabe, because he's got that working out just fine for him. Well, Gabe, we want to know who you are, so tell everybody who your mom and dad are.
Olivia and Jason.
All right, Olivia and Jason Weatherford. And do you have any brothers or sisters?
I have a sister.
All right, tell us about her. We want to know your sister's name.
Sarah.
And how old is Sarah, Gabe?
4.
Well, I want to know, is Sarah a pretty sweet sister?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Oh, I know Sarah. I believe Sarah's always sweet.
She's not.
Well, it's hard for sisters to be sweet all the time. Well, here's what we're going to do, Gabe. We're going to take a little break and play a song. You've got 2 or 3 songs here that we want to cover while you're on the morning show. Gabe's just now getting cranked up, ladies and gentlemen. He's just now getting relaxed on the morning show. So we're going to do a little song, give him a little time. And when we come back, Gabe's going to be ready to talk. Don't go anywhere. Take it away, Gabe, and introduce this next song. There was a group we had at our church, and you really liked them. What's the name of the group?
Southbound.
Southbound. We loved them. Introduce this song.
Here's Southbound with No Better Than That.
My name's Natalie Duncan-Emmons.
And I'm Gabe Weatherford.
And you're listening to
The Morning Show.
I can still see us now on Woodley Road, all dressed up from our head to our toe. There was nothing that we loved more than going to church. Yeah. Uncle Leroy and Lois singing Joy Bells of Heaven. Me and Donna Sue just joining in with them. And from that spot we got a little heaven on earth. Well, we had a foot tapping, hand clapping, tambourine slapping, whole church rocking, everybody shout. If you're asking me, I'll tell you it's a fact. It just don't get no better than that. No, 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 no. We didn't need padded pews or stained glass windows for the Holy Ghost to move like a mighty wind on us. An upright piano and Charlie Brown's old guitar. Well, I wouldn't trade now what I got back then, and without a doubt, it can happen again. So tonight, let's have a revival right here where we are. Yeah. And have a foot tapping, hand clapping, tambourine slapping, the whole church rocking, and everybody shouting. If you're asking me, I'll tell you it's a fact. It just don't get no better than that. No better than that. Well, I'd like to bring back the days when we all sang those roof-raising gospel songs, just like Kenny Hitchen singing Hallelujah Me. Call me God. Call me God. Call me God. Call me Let's have a foot tapping, hand clapping, tambourine slapping, the whole church rocking, and everybody shouting. If you're asking me, I'll tell you it's a fact that it just don't get no better than that. Yeah, I'd like to get some of those old days back, 'cause it's a party like that. No better, no, no better, no better than that. No better, no, because it just don't get no better than that. No better, no, no.
All right, that's Southbound. We are back with our co-hosting with kids segment with our good friend Gabe Weatherford. Now, Gabe, during that song you and I were talking, we were just mentioning your family. We mentioned your mom and your dad and your sister, but you made me aware that we left out some members of your household that are just pretty important to you, and I wanted to give you a chance to mention that. So tell me about the rest of your family. Who else is involved at the Weatherford household?
We have 6 dogs at our house.
6 dogs!
Yes, 6 dogs.
Well, do they all stay in the house with you?
Not all of them, just one of them.
So just one of your dogs stays in the house, kind of like my buddy stays in the house with us. What kind of dog do you have that stays in the house?
German short hair pointer, I think.
Wow, that's a mighty fancy sounding dog. I can't even pronounce all that. Well, I wanted to point that out because I know you love your dogs, Gabe.
I do spend a lot of time with them. Sometimes I fight one of my puppies. Well, they're big puppies anyway.
I've heard about those puppies. I sure have. Well, Gabe, I want to talk about this. This summertime, I would come and watch a couple of times Clayton and Carson play. Well, they played ball, and I would see you play ball. What was that y'all were playing this summer? Was it baseball, t-ball? What exactly did I come? I'm not very athletic. What did I come watch y'all play?
This summer, well, next summer, next spring, I'll play baseball.
All right, so you're getting ready next year to play baseball. What did we play this last year?
T-ball.
All right, T-ball, that's what I thought. I'd come see you play. I heard everybody talking about what a good athlete that you are. Talk to me about it, Gabe.
I think I made at least 5 home runs. 2 in the last game.
So you made 2 home runs in one game.
I did.
Golly, Gabe, I wish I'd been there to see that. That's impressive.
It was either 5 or less, or probably I guess a tad more.
What team did you play on, Gabe?
Weatherford Oil.
All right, he played on Weatherford Oil. Why did you play on Weatherford Oil's team, Gabe? Tell us your last name.
Weatherford.
All right, he is a Weatherford.
I am.
He is.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, the reason that's important, Gabe, and I wanted to bring that out today is because Weatherford Oil plays a big role in what we do here on the morning show. Weatherford Oil sponsors the comedy segment every day. They make people laugh and just bring a little laughter and joy to the morning show. And you're a part of that. You're a part of Weatherford Oil. Actually, if I'm correct, you are the 4th generation of Weatherford Oil.
I am, but that's going to be like way ahead of me, like probably 14 years ago.
Yeah, so we're not worried about it right now, but just for the record, Gabe Weatherford is connected and the heir to Weatherford Oil.
What does that mean?
Well, son, it means that one day you will be Johnny, Dale, Jason, and John all put together. You'll be the head man. You'll be the go-to man. And I imagine if anybody in Scott County wants any oil, well, they'll have to call Gabe Weatherford and order them some. That's what I predict.
Well, yeah. Well, nowadays, they either go through my daddy's name or my grandpa's name.
Well, they do now, but one day it'll all be on you, and I'm going to try to stay in good with you and stay good friends with you, Gabe, because I may need some oil someday. Look, why don't you introduce this next song, Gabe?
Here's the song by the Isaacs. I really like it. It's called Rocks.
There's a lot of people talking about people, looking down on everybody, acting like they're sitting on a steeple, keeping all their own faults locked up in a big vault, forgetting that God don't need a combination to see it all. Raise your hand if you ain't ever done nothing wrong. That's what I thought. Rocks are heavy and they hurt people you love. It's so easy reaching down and picking them up, but I ain't gonna throw no stones at nobody. Don't wanna get hit by a ricochet. Ain't got no room for no rocks in my pockets anyway. He just sat there drawing on the ground beside her. She was caught red-handed and man, they all couldn't wait to stone her. Now I'm just paraphrasing, but Jesus said, oh, wait a minute. Step right up and be the first to throw if you ain't done some sinning. One by one, they all dropped their stones and went home. Rocks are heavy and they hurt people you love. It's so easy reaching down and picking them up, but I ain't gonna throw no stones at nobody. Don't wanna get hit by a ricochet. Ain't got no room for no rocks in my pockets anyway. Rock of ages
That's a good one there by the Isaacs. It's called Rocks. We're back with our co-hosting with Kids segment with Gabe Weatherford right here. He is 7 years old. Gabe, I want to talk to you about the Cub Scouts because I know you are very involved with the Cub Scouts. You go to the Cub Scouts regularly, do you not?
I do. Yes, ma'am.
All right, he does. How often do you go to Cub Scouts, Gabe?
Mostly every Tuesday. Sometimes we cancel it because sometimes things come up.
Well, of course, things come up. What night do you do Cub Scouts?
Tuesdays.
Okay. All right, he goes on Tuesdays. Now, Gabe, I have never been a part of the Cub Scouts. My kids did not do Cub Scouts. I don't know much about it. Will you explain and tell me about the Cub Scouts? What have you learned?
This is the only thing that I mostly remember that we learned. It's folding a flag.
Folding a flag. You know how to fold a flag?
Not much, though.
That's all right.
Because I hadn't got, to be one of those yet.
You'll learn it. Don't worry about that.
I fold the flag at football game. Well, I haven't done that yet, but I might. Probably the next time we do it. So, we learned how to camp outside in the tent. We learned how to raise a flag and respect the flag. And we learned about nature and hiking.
Wow, Gabe, that is really something. Look, is the Cub Scouts where you learn to tie knots, or do I have that all wrong?
I don't remember, but I guess we do.
Look, maybe not. Maybe I've got that wrong. Maybe the Cub Scouts are not where you learn knots.
Yes, ma'am, that's true.
Yeah, that's true, he said. So maybe you do. We're not real sure about the knots. Doesn't really matter. Tell us about the weekend. You've got something big going this weekend.
We're going camping this weekend, and we can use all of this information from Cub Scouts.
That's terrific. One more thing, Gabe. Aren't you a deer hunter?
I am. I'm going to kill my first deer, maybe whenever deer season comes.
Gonna kill the very first
Yes,
one?
Yes, ma'am. I'm going to kill my first deer, the first person to kill one.
Wow. I hope you're right, Gabe.
Yes, ma'am. As soon as I get the chance to go. Probably the first one to kill one, at least the first one.
I'm sure. And when you kill it, I want you to let us know here on the morning show that you've killed it.
I am. Yes, ma'am.
All right, Gabe, before you go, I want you to do one more thing. We've got one more song that you want to play. This is one of your favorite songs. I know you really like it. I want to know if you can sing a little bit of it for us here on the morning show. The song is a gospel song by Rhett Walker. Do you know this song, Gabe? Can you sing a little bit of it? Take it away.
I know like a gospel song makes me want to sing it all day long. Something about that amazing grace celebrate makes my troubles not seem so strong. Let me hear the heart sing free to a melody. And on that playing again, on and on and on. Oh, record of a radio, ain't nothing like a gospel song. Makes you want to sing it all day long. Something about that amazing grace celebrate makes my troubles not seem so strong. Let me hear the heart sing free, back to a melody. And on that lane again, playing on and on and on. And like a gospel song.
Well, Rhett Walker will never sing it with the passion that Gabe Weatherford sang it with. We'll let him give it his best shot. Here's Rhett Walker. Good job, Gabe.
I can listen to my heart, I can listen to the world, I can listen to my problems. But what I think I need to hear, nice and loud and crystal clear, is about the one who's gonna solve them. I need something that can fill my soul. On a record or the radio, ain't nothing like a gospel song. Makes me wanna sing it all day long. Something about that amazing grace sound of praise makes my troubles not seem so strong. Let me hear a heart set free, hold it Bible to a melody. Turn it up and then play it again, play it again, play it on and on and on. Ain't nothing like a gospel song. Let me stop and testify. I was dead and brought to life by the power of my Savior. But if I'm being real with you, sometimes I forget it's true. I could use a done. I will sing the name of Jesus. I will sing till kingdom come. Ain't nothing like a gospel song, makes me wanna sing it all day long. Something about that amazing grace, sound of praise, makes my troubles not seem so strong. Let me hear a heart set free, hold it Bible to a melody. Turn it up and then play it again, play it again, play it on and on and on. Ain't nothing like a gospel song. Ain't nothing like a gospel song. Like a gospel song.
Well, Gabe Weatherford, I just want to thank you for spending some time on the morning show. I have really enjoyed co-hosting the show with you this morning. We've just accomplished a whole lot in this little interview. We have reminisced about our T-ball days,
We have.
and you've told us all about the Cub Scouts.
We have.
We've predicted the future of the oil industry.
We have.
And we have announced that you will be getting the first deer of the season.
That's right.
And we hope, Gabe, that you don't forget your good old faithful friends over here at the morning show when you killing all them deer.
I might bring you a backstrap or something.
Well, I hope you remember that, Gabe. Don't forget it. We're going to be counting on that backstrap. I'm so glad you came to the morning show.
I have a good time doing it.
But before you leave, is there anybody out there that you want to just say good morning to while you're here on the morning show?
Good morning, Nana.
Good morning to Nana. Where is Nana listening to the morning show from?
Forest, Mississippi.
Yeah, I bet she's already at the Weatherford Oil this morning. Already running it.
She goes in early. She's the second one there.
We're up there bright and early. Anybody else you want to say hey to?
Good morning, John John. Good morning, Pappy.
All right, we've got John John and Pappy. Anything else you want to say?
Thank you for letting me deer hunt with y'all, Daddy and Pappy.
All right. Before you go, Gabe, let's do it one more time. My name's Natalie Duncan-Emmons.
And I'm Gabe Weatherford.
And you're listening to You by Kara Smith Photography. Do you need some pictures of the family, of the kids? Do you have a wedding coming up, a special event? Kara Smith Photography can take care of all of your photography needs. It's who we use. It's who my family uses. It's who I personally use. So we want you to reach out to Kara Smith. You can find them on Instagram and on the Facebook, Kara Smith Photography. You can send a message on there and set you up an appointment to get you some pictures made of you and your family. So thanks to Kara Smith Photography for the co-hosting with Kids segment.
We're glad you're listening this morning to The Morning Show with Natalie Duncan-Emmons. Stay tuned. The best is yet to come.
You're listening to The Morning Show, and here's your pastor's perspective brought to you today by Brother Doug Payne from Hanger Church, Brandon, Mississippi.
1 Samuel chapter 24, verse 3 and 4. He came to the sheep pens along the way. A cave was there, and Saul went in to relieve himself. David and his men were far back in the cave. The men said, "This is the day the Lord spoke of when he said to you, I will give your enemy into your hands for you to deal with as you wish." Then David crept up unnoticed and cut off a corner of Saul's robe. I like to watch a hunting show called Meat Eater. The host travels the world hunting, and most of the time he makes a good shot. Occasionally he misses. There was this one time, though, where he just gave the animal a pass. He said it just didn't feel right. Saul and his army searched the mountains for David and his men. Little did they know that they were hiding in the very cave that he had went into to go to the bathroom. The men told David, "This is your chance. God has put Saul in your hands." But David didn't feel right about it. He had a choice to issue God's judgment or God's grace, and he gave Saul a pass. Have you ever wanted God to bring judgment on someone? Did he ever put them in your hands? Like with David, you have to make a choice. But for David, the choice never was his, but it was always God's and God's alone. This is Doug Payne with your pastor's perspective.
The pastor's perspective was brought to you by Salem Baptist Church in Lake, Mississippi. Salem is my home church, and I'm thrilled that they've partnered with the morning show to help us bring you Well, not only the best music in the world, but encouragement and words of life straight from God's Word. Brother Larry, Duncan, and the entire congregation at Salem, they invite you to come and visit whenever you get the chance. We're located just a few miles off of I-20 coming through mid-Mississippi. So if you live in our area, if you're ever traveling through our area on a Sunday morning, Sunday night, Wednesday night, well, you stop off the lake exit and visit with us. Thank you to Salem Baptist Church for bringing you your pastor's perspective.
Trying to be the man who would take a stand for what I believe. Lend my brother a helping hand, doing what I can for someone in need. I tried to be good and sometimes I could, but other days it didn't work out. I was hot and then cold, meek and then bold. Trust the Lord and then have a doubt. You might think I'm not good enough, but that's a great thing about God's love. I breathe in, I breathe out. Nothing's gonna ever change why He would trade His life on that cross for my crown. And the only thing I have to do to ever make Him love me is breathe in and breathe out. There's always gonna be someone who will be telling you you don't measure up. It doesn't matter how much you do, from their point of view, it's never enough. But God really loves you, He's thinking of you, and you're the apple of His eye. He's a friend and a savior, you have His favor, so leave the world's opinions behind. I don't worry about what people say, I just remember the price He paid. I breathe in, I breathe out. Nothing's gonna ever change why He would trade His life on that cross for my crown. And the only thing I have to do to ever make Him love me is breathe in and breathe out. I know I don't deserve it, found I couldn't earn it. Jesus paid it all and I'm free. The only way to show it to a world that doesn't know it is to live it and give it. All He's asking of me is breathe in and breathe out. Nothing's gonna ever change why He would trade His life on that cross for my crown. And the only thing I have to do to ever make Him love me is breathe in and breathe out. Nothing's gonna ever change why He would trade His life on that cross for my crown. And the only thing I have to do to ever make Him love me is breathe in and breathe out. I breathe in and breathe out. Oh, breathe in and breathe out. I breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. I'm looking away, beyond the dark sea, to heaven my home, of which I oft dream, There millions have gone, its glory to share, Get ready, my friend, to live over there. That heavenly home lies over Dead Sea.
shadows of night. That city four square, the sun will outshine with all of the same. That home shall be mine. That heavenly home, lies over Dead Sea, where loved ones I know, are waiting for me, with Jesus will live, in glory divine, that heavenly home, will surely be mine, with Jesus will live, in glory divine, that heavenly home, will surely be mine, That heavenly home, lies over Dead Sea, where loved ones I know, are waiting for me, with Jesus will live, in glory divine, that heavenly home, will surely be mine, with Jesus will live, in glory divine, that heavenly home, will surely be mine,
Well, I want to stop and talk to you a minute about J&L Farms in Lawrence, Mississippi. We've been talking about J&L Farms. You know about this grass-fed beef. Yes, it is high in antioxidants. Yes, it is loaded in lots of vitamins that you need. Yes, it is lower in saturated fat. It is good for your heart, and it's even got less calories than grain-fed beef. But today, I just want to say a word about Larry and Deborah Mathis. Larry and Deborah Mathis, well, they're just fine people. They run J&L Farms. They provide us with this grass-fed beef, and you won't ever find any better people to do business with than these fine Christian people. They can get your meat prepared any which way you want it. You know it's going to be good. You know it's going to be top-notch. It is elite meat. But you're dealing with people that you can trust, that you can depend on, that you can rely on. Larry and Deborah Mathis, they're exactly who you want to work with. I'm asking you to support Larry and Deborah Mathis over at J&L Farms because they help to bring you the morning show every single day, and we sure do appreciate it. And you will enjoy this grass-fed beef. I'm telling you, if you ever get a hold of it, well, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. You need to call Larry Mathis today. The number is 601-917-8063, 601-917-8063. J&L Farms, we appreciate them. We appreciate you.
When I first met his mama, she was just 19. I couldn't say for certain who the father was. Well, I've known him since he was a pup, and I'm gonna raise him up. Well, if you never knew your daddy like I never knew mine, it seems like everybody knows your father less. This boy may not be blood of my blood, but I'm gonna raise him up. I'll provide for him, walk couple thousand years ago, when he held a newborn baby he named Jesus. He said he may not be blood of my blood, but still I'm gonna raise him up. I'll provide for him, walk beside of him. I am strong enough. I will show him too what a son can do with a father's love, and he will change the world. 33 years later, when the son was in his grave, broken and abandoned by a world he came to save, his real dad said, he's mine, blood of my blood. And I'm gonna raise him up. I'll provide for you, walk beside of you. I am strong enough. I have seen from you what a son can do with a father's love. One man changed the world, and he will change your world, but you gotta raise him up. Raise him up.
Well, here's some big news for all of you daredevils out there and those who are a little adventurous. You're going to want to know about this. The world has a new longest timber-towered suspension bridge. This is an air bridge. It is a tower suspension bridge that was built in June in Boyne Falls, Michigan. It's actually built on Boyne Mountain there in Boyne Falls. I have never been there, but I do have friends in the area that have told me all about it. The bridge was built in June. It is now officially the world's longest timber-towered suspension bridge in the world. It's about 1,200 feet long, and out of that 1,200 feet, about 1,000 feet of it is walking above air. You're not really on anything. You're going from tower to tower, and you are looking down at nothing for 1,000 feet. Well, nothing except that bridge you're standing on. There's nothing else there. Now, to put this in perspective, the Sky Bridge in Gatlinburg, Tennessee is very famous, and I'm sure that many of you have been there. But in comparison, it is 700 feet long if you've walked across the Sky Bridge in Gatlinburg. This new bridge is 1,200 feet long, so it's almost twice as long. The bridge is about 5 feet wide, so as you're walking across for 1,200 feet, it is 5 foot wide. It's about wide enough for two very small people to walk side by side. So anyway, the bridge is now open. Anyone can go that wants to and walk across this 1,200-foot Sky Bridge up in the air, just walking across the air on this bridge. I, for one, cannot imagine why you would want to do that or who would want to do it, who could do it. I couldn't make it the first 10 feet. I couldn't do it. I would fall flat out because I can't do that. I just can't do it. But if you're a daredevil and you like that kind of thing, you need to get on up to Boyne Falls, Michigan. And I may not go walk across that bridge. I'm pretty definite that I won't walk across that bridge. But I may go with you up to Boyne Falls, and we might can find our good friends from Michigan, the Justified Quartet. Maybe we can go hear them sing. Here they are, our friends from Michigan. Here's the Justified. I wonder if old Randy Lewis has walked across this bridge. We're going to ask him today. I'll let you know tomorrow if any of those guys from Justified have walked across that bridge. We'll see.
It's a city called Homeland. I can hear
Well, I want to talk to you about My Patriot Supply. There is a big weakness in almost everyone's prepping supply. If you're a stocker, if you're one who prepares for emergencies, well, there's usually a weak spot in most people's preparations. And it's an issue that most people aren't even aware of until they're in the thick of a disaster. And then, well, it's really too late. What is the weakness? Many of us don't have the proper gear to safely cook food without power. And that's just a problem because off-grid cooking can be, well, it can be dangerous if it's not done right. So you think I'm just going to build a fire and cook it. Well, you can do that, but that's not always the safest route. Well, here is my suggestion on how to deal with being prepared to cook your food in the time of power loss or emergency or even disaster in the future. It's the all-new InstaFire Vesta from My Patriot Supply. It is a self-powered heater and stove that emits no smoke, no fumes, no carbon monoxide, no electricity is needed. Not only can you cook on it, but you can also heat an entire room with the InstaFire Vesta. No propane, no generator, no carbon monoxide. It is the one and only truly indoor safe, off-grid heating unit. All I ask you to do today is to check it out. Go to My Patriot Supply, and here's how you're going to get there. You're going to go to our website, The Morning Show with Natalie. Just go to our website, go to the bottom, you'll see our sponsors listed there. And one of the links says My Patriot Supply. Click on that link. It'll pull it right up. And I want you to look for the InstaFire Vesta. It's brand new, and it's the big new thing that you need right now if you want to be prepared for an emergency. So go to our website, The Morning Show with Natalie, scroll down, and click on My Patriot Supply. Check it out. We'd appreciate it if you would.
She had a mountain, the doctor called it cancer. A life interrupted with clinics and needles, looking for some answers. And that mountain could have cast a shadow of fear, but she stood on this truth and said through her tears, there's nothing bigger than Jesus, and nothing ever is. There's a sweet assurance for a soul that's truly his. Though the night seems so dark and the mountain seems so large, sometimes your world has to fall to pieces. Before you really know, there's nothing bigger than Jesus. We all face our giants. We all walk through the valley. Moments that seem hopeless, and we're helpless to do anything about it. But if the one who left death and hell in the grave is walking beside us, then he's gonna make a way. There's nothing bigger than Jesus, and nothing ever is. There's a sweet assurance for a soul that's truly his. Though the night seems so dark and the mountain seems so large, sometimes your world has to fall to pieces. Before you really know, there's nothing bigger than Jesus. The heights that seem unreachable, the odds that seem unbeatable, when it seems impossible to us, there's nothing bigger than Jesus, and nothing ever is. There's a sweet assurance for a soul that's truly his. Though the night seems so dark and the mountain seems so large, sometimes your world has to fall to
music, ministry, and more. It's The Morning Show with Natalie Duncan-Emmons.
You're listening to The Morning Show. And now a few moments of laughter with the one and only Swanee, Dennis Swanberg.
These seniors, I tell you, they have a way. Now, this one man, his wife, went on to be with the Lord, been married 30-something years. He went to the funeral director and he said, I want to have me a tombstone. I want you to carve on there, the light of my life just went out. They said, we can do that. It's going to cost you. I got a CD or two I'll cash in. Carve it in there. The light of my life just went out. So they did. A couple weeks later, he went with the church group, went on down there, went on up to Branson. Senior adult group. And he came back home, went to the funeral director and said, can y'all add anything to that tombstone? So, well, we got a little space left. He said, add in there, but I think I struck up another match. Life goes on. Keep on smiling, and when you smile, the whole world smiles with you. You have a new life, and you have a vigor and a vitality. Sort of like that 90-year-old man. And teenagers. Went to teenagers every Thursday. All of a sudden didn't show up one Thursday, and didn't show up the next Thursday, and then the word was out. Married a 35-year-old woman. His doctor took him aside. Did you realize that marrying that young woman could be life-threatening? He said, if she dies, she dies.
The comedy segment was brought to you by John G. Weatherford Incorporated. John G. Weatherford Incorporated? Well, they're proud to be connected to the morning show. They're known to most as Weatherford Oil. They're a third-generation owned and operated family business that values God, family, employees, and customers. For over 40 years, they've been providing diesel, gasoline, motor oil, hydraulic fluid, grease, and logging supplies to some of Mississippi's best loggers, farmers, chicken growers, land managers, municipalities, individuals, and convenience stores. Whether you need large or small quantities, well, they'd love the opportunity to talk to you about supplying all of your fuel and oil needs. With 2 locations, they proudly serve Scott, Lauderdale, Newton, Smith, Neshoba, Jasper, Clark, Kemper, Rankin, and Leake counties. If you appreciate Weatherford Oil helping to bring you the morning show, well, we would appreciate it if you'd call John at Meridian 601-693-0981, 601-693-0981, or Jason in Forest, 601-469-3931. That's 601-469-3931. And let them take care of all of your fuel and oil needs. We appreciate them. We appreciate you.
Friend, and if the blood of Jesus Christ has redeemed us from our sin, then for us there'll be a meeting. What a hallelujah greeting. I'll see you in the rapture some sweet day. I'll see you in the rapture. I'll see you in the rapture. I'll see you at that meeting in the air. There with our blessed Savior, we'll live and reign forever. I'll see you in the rapture some sweet day. Let me say that there'll surely come a day that I'll see you at that meeting in the air. There with our blessed Savior, we'll live and reign forever. I'll see you in the rapture some sweet day. I'll see you in the rapture. I'll see you in the rapture. I'll see you at that meeting in the air. There with our blessed Savior, we'll live and reign forever. I'll see you in the rapture some sweet day. I'll see you in the rapture some sweet day.
Well, here's one of my favorite bass singers in all of gospel music. I believe Mr. Radine's 86 years old now. I believe he's 86. Here they are, the Kingsmen featuring Radine Reese. And after this, well, our friends, The Sound, will be here on The Morning Show. Don't go anywhere.
Lord, my feet grew weak today, still I climb. Odds that I won't make it, but still I'm fine. As he lifts me up to new heights that I had no strength to go. Nothing down here changed my mind, still I climb. Climb, you're almost there. You're much stronger than you think you are. Don't give up, you've come too far. On this climb of life, you're headed for the bride. Heaven's home is worth it all, still I climb.
When I reach the top, I'll step forth to that place where life's reward I'll win by saving grace. It's high time now to move up, never more to look behind. Just a few more steps, then no more need to climb. Climb, you're almost there. You're much stronger than you think you are. Don't give up, you've come too far. On this climb of life, you're headed for the prize. Heaven's home is worth it all, still I climb. Climb, yes, climb, you're almost there. You're much stronger than you think you are. Don't give up, you've come too far. On this climb of life, you're headed for the prize. Heaven's home is worth it all, still I climb. I'll keep climbing till the day when my soul shall sail away. Until then, I'll keep the faith, still I climb.
My name is Natalie Duncan-Emmons. You are listening to The Morning Show, and we have guests, very special guests, and we're super excited about it because they are now Dove Award-winning artists. Welcome to the morning show, Dove Award-winning artists Levi and Jake Mills. They are the sound. Good morning, guys.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Look, how's it feel? Do you feel any different now being a Dove Award winner?
Well, I'll tell you, I don't know that it necessarily feels different. It's about the same way a birthday feels different. You know, when people ask, do you feel a year older?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I mean, that's about how it feels.
Yeah.
No, but it's so cool for us. I mean, it was such a cool experience the other night. So, I mean, it's a fantastic experience. That's not to diminish the Dove Awards at all. I mean, the Dove Awards are a very special event every year.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, it's a massive honor. And we were thrilled to be there the other night and be mentioned alongside some incredible artists on that stage.
Okay, so you guys have been nominated several times before, right?
Yes, we've been nominated 5 different times for Dove Awards, and we had never won until just this past one, the Country Album of the Year.
So being a part of the Dove Awards, experiencing that was kind of old hat. You've done that before, but I was watching Friday night. I don't know if you knew it or could feel it, but you had a huge fan base here in Central Mississippi that were rooting you guys on and watching Friday night. And you've been there before and you've been a part of it, but it looked like to me Friday night when they called your name out that you guys were truly surprised.
Yes.
Oh, well, yeah, because, you know, you got to know in that category, there was Dolly Parton and there was Gary LaVox of Rascal Flatts. Keith and Kristen Getty, who co-wrote "In Christ Alone."
Yeah,
I mean, there were some heavy hitters in the category, and so I'll be honest with you, I wasn't expecting to have to get up there and say anything.
No, we've never gone there expecting to receive anything, so it was a tremendous honor.
I enjoyed watching you guys up there. Jake, I enjoyed watching you stand there and grin. You just have the most contagious little grin, and you just looked so happy. I mean, you could just see it on your face. And of course, Levi was the spokesman. And Levi, you were looking spiffy, and your hair was on point.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, your hair was on point.
Hair. I was just telling somebody because they asked earlier today. They said, yeah, your hair was different for the Dove Awards. You got a new haircut. I said, well, I've had that haircut since January, but nobody ever sees it because I wear my hair down a lot.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it looked good. I liked it back like that. And there was at one point in that acceptance speech when Levi was talking, your dad was standing there. It was about halfway through. And all of a sudden he turns and he looks another way. And the look on his face was like, can you believe this? Can you believe we're up here? You know, that's just what it looked like it was going through his mind. He was just genuinely surprised, but he looked like he was enjoying that moment. Well, your seat, you were talking about the different people in the category. You know, your seat at the table is solidified, my friend. You know, when you walk away with the award from that kind of category, you know, you're the real deal. I mean, we already knew that, but now you have a Dove Award to prove it. So.
Oh, that's
I appreciate it. That was I was just gonna say that was a special experience. That's it was a very, very one of a kind, very unique night. So.
Well, it was probably my favorite moment of the entire night, and you represented us really well. You just represented the whole industry.
That's so kind.
It was outstanding. Well, look, we've got the sound on the morning show. They're here, and we need to talk about November the 5th because it's coming up. It's not this weekend, but it is next weekend. Next Saturday night, we are bringing the sound to Central Mississippi for the first time. You guys have been around the area, but you've never been right here to our area before. You haven't been, and we're bringing you here, and it's soon. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday. We're excited.
We're excited.
Oh yeah. Hey, you know what? That day happens to also be Jake's birthday. And so I think a really great birthday present is if everybody came out to the show.
Listen, it's Jake's birthday, everybody. So not only are we going to get to experience the sound in concert and in person, but we're going to get to celebrate Jake's birthday with him. How cool is that?
I'll be 24.
The big 24. Wow.
Big 24. I had to think about that for a second. I had to make sure. Correct.
It happens. Once you pass the 21, it just starts going down from there. You know,
That's what I tell everyone.
They start blurring together.
Yeah, that's funny because everybody. Yeah, that's right. Everybody counts up to 21. You know, everybody wants to get to 21,
Yeah.
And then you get to 21, and then after that, it's kind of. Then you're like, wait a second.
Yeah. The graph curves at 21. So
Yeah,
that's it. Well, guys, we are super excited about the concert. It's not long now. You're headed to Mississippi, and we'll be there at Salem Baptist Church, 6:00 on November the 5th. We're excited about it. And congratulations about that Dove Award. We just couldn't be any happier.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And thank you for having us here this morning.
Yeah, we're excited. Don't forget, you've got a friend here, and we hope that you will pop by again soon.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having us.
Thanks, Levi. Thanks, Jake. We'll see you soon.
All right.
All righty. We'll see you. Thank you.
All right, they're coming this way. Dove Award-winning artist The Sound headed to Lake Mississippi November the 5th. Here they are.
There's one thing that remains the same for everyone. We only get so many trips around the sun. A new day dawns, here we go. And what it holds, only God knows. So I guess I better make the most of what I got. 'Cause life is out there waiting, ready or not. It's an open door I'm gonna walk through. I know for sure what I'm gonna do is love with all that's in me. Gonna give, holding nothing back. I'm gonna pray, 'cause I know that God is listening, and that's a fact. And I'm gonna live like there's no tomorrow. Gonna run hard till the road runs out. All we have is here and now, so I'm gonna make it count. I'm gonna slow down, soak it up, and take it in, and be quick to show forgiveness like Jesus did. Life is short, yeah, that's true. I know for sure what I'm gonna do is love with all that's in me. Gonna give, holding nothing back. I'm gonna pray, 'cause I know that God is listening, and that's a fact. And I'm gonna live like there's no tomorrow. Gonna run hard till the road runs out. Hey, all we have is here and now, so I'm gonna make it count. Every moment, every minute, every step of every mile. Oh, we're only here for a little while, so I'm gonna love, and I'm gonna give, and I'm gonna pray, 'cause I know that God is listening, and that's a fact. I'm gonna live like there's no tomorrow. Gonna run hard till the road runs out. Hey, all we have is here and now, so I'm gonna make it count. All we have is here and now. Make it count.
Well, I want to talk to you about Star Sea Sweets Catering this morning. They've got a new menu out for the week. Heather Compton can sure make your life a whole lot easier just by ordering up your dinner. That's all you got to do. Let Heather Compton know what you want. Here's the menu for the week. Meatballs and marinara sauce ready to go on a bun or on a hoagie sub. Now, that sounds like a fun meal to me. The cheesy chicken and rice, chicken and dumplings, and of course the white chocolate bread pudding. She can always fix that up for you, and it's never a bad time to eat a white chocolate bread pudding. You need to call Heather today, 601-900-0214. That's 601-900-0214. Or you can look Heather Compton up on the Facebook. It's Star C Sweets Catering. Super easy to find. Send her a message, give her a text, give her a call, let her know what you want. Then you can just pick it up at Hometown Roots. It'll make your life a whole lot easier. Star C Sweets. The morning show now has a YouTube channel. We want you to know about that, to check it out, and to utilize it. If you go to YouTube, you can simply search for The Morning Show, Natalie Duncan-Emmons. The channel pops right up. Super easy. We're asking that you subscribe to that so that you can stay in the loop with everything going on right here on The Morning Show. If you miss an episode, if you miss an interview, you can go back and you can listen to that at your convenience. We now have over 80 episodes up and running and over 60 interviews that you can go back and listen to whenever you would like to. The YouTube channel is being brought to you by 21 Machine and Fab, with 53 years of experience in metal machining and fabrication industries. Father and son team Larry and Alex Crimmed opened the doors of 21 Machine and Fab in 2018, affectionately referred to as Club 21. The building features state-of-the-art ISO panel construction and houses 15,000 square foot operations. The shop encompasses both fabrication and machining equipment as well as precision cutting water jet technology. They work primarily with stainless steel, aluminum black iron, and plastic to create both standard and custom solutions for your design challenges. 21 Machine and Fab on Highway 21 right out of Forest, Mississippi. We want you to reach out to Club 21 for all of your fabrication and machining needs. Thanks to Larry and Alex Crim for bringing you the Morning Show YouTube channel.
I've been wandering through the desert, ain't seen a cloud in forever over me, but I believe your rain is coming. Yeah, I've been hanging on to high hopes, 'cause you're the one who's making dry bones come to life. You're the light I put my trust in. Every word you say is gonna come true. You will lead me to the promised land. Everything you say is gonna happen, even though I haven't seen it yet. I will build a boat in the sand where they say it never rains. I will stand up in faith. I'll do anything it takes with you in my sails. Your love never fails or fades. I'll build a boat in the desert place, and when the flood and the water starts to rise, yeah, I'll ride the storm 'cause I got you by my side. With you in my sails, your love never fails or fades. I'll build a boat, so let it rain. You're the map, you're my compass. You help me navigate the currents under me. Take the lead, I surrender. Every word you say is gonna come true. You will lead me to the promised land. Everything you say is gonna happen, even though I haven't seen it yet. I will build a boat in the sand where they say it never rains. I will stand up in faith. I'll do anything it takes with you in my sails. Your love never fails or fades. I'll build a boat in the desert place, and when the flood and the water starts to rise, yeah, I'll ride the storm 'cause I got you by my side. With you in my sails, your love never fails or fades. I'll build a boat, so let it rain. I'll build a boat, so let it rain. I will build a boat in the sand where they say it never rains. I will stand up in faith. I'll do anything it takes with your wind in my sails. Your love never fails or fades. I'll build a boat in the desert place, and when the flood and the water starts to rise, yeah, I'll ride the storm 'cause I got you by my side. With you in my sails, your love never fails or fades. I'll build a boat, so let it rain.
Well, I failed yesterday to acknowledge the passing of Leslie Jordan, and whether you loved him or hated him, it didn't matter. He made us all laugh, and the man loved gospel music. He just loved it, and gospel music loved him. So we will miss Leslie Jordan, and today we just wanted to acknowledge his passing. So thank you, Leslie Jordan, for all the laughs and for all of the music. We'll miss you.
This is mountain music, and I love it. Close to my heart. To Canaan's land, I'm on my way, where the soul of man never dies. By darkest night will turn to day, where the soul, it never dies. No sad farewells, no tear dim eyes, where all is love and the soul never dies, never does. Can you sing one, Dolly?
Yes, I will. A rose is blooming there for me, where the soul of man never dies. And I will spend eternity where the soul of man never dies. Dear friends, there'll be no sad farewells, there'll be no tear-dim night, where all is peace and joy and love, and the soul of man never dies. Oh boy, that takes me home.
Me too. We always come back to these hymns, don't we?
There's just something about it. It's good for the soul.
This picking makes me happy.
Well, let's be happy.
Y'all sing with us. No sad farewells, no tear-dim eyes, where all is love and the soul of man never dies, and the soul of man never dies.
Never die.
All right, special thanks to Gabe Weatherford for being a part of our co-hosting with Kids segment. He was just super entertaining and a whole lot of fun. Tomorrow's Throwback Thursday. My sister Nicole Smith will be here. We'll be throwing it back to the Duncan sisters, so don't miss that. Gonna leave you with our featured artist of the week because they're our featured artist, and I really like them. So here's the inspirations. Have a good day. We'll see you in the morning.
Troublesome times are here, filling men's hearts with fear. Freedom we all hold dear, now is at stake. Humbling your heart to God, safe from the chastening rod. Seek the way pilgrims trod, Christians away. Jesus is coming soon, morning or night or noon. Many will meet their doom. Trumpets loudly sound. All of the dead shall rise. Righteous meet in the sky. Going where no one dies. Heavenward bound. Our troubles will soon be o'er. Happy forevermore. When we meet on that shore, free from all care, we'll be rising up in the sky, telling this world goodbye. Homeward we then shall fly, His glory to share. Jesus is coming soon, morning or night or noon. Many will meet their doom. Trumpets loudly sound. All of the dead shall rise. Righteous meet in the sky. Going where no one dies. Heavenward bound. Jesus is coming soon, morning or night or noon. Many will meet their doom. trumpets loudly sound. All of the dead shall rise. Righteous meet in the sky. Going where no one dies. Heavenward bound. Heavenward bound.
You've been listening to The Morning Show with Natalie Duncan-Emmons. We're glad you joined us. We want to invite you back tomorrow when once again you'll hear some of the very best in gospel music and some of the finest in Christian entertainment. Will you join us tomorrow? Is it a date? We'll look for you then. God bless and goodbye, everybody.